Hello, everyone. Welcome to a September of 2025 video exclusive, Origins of Language. This is again one of those shows I wish I didn't have to do, but education in our country is so damn bad. Gotta talk about it. The English language. We have English classes and we try or we used to, we don't anymore teach about spelling and grammar, but what about the origins of the words? I'm going to get into that. But first, breaking news, today being Wednesday, September the 10th. If you haven't heard yet, the left has gotten violent again. Charlie Kirk, a leftist has attempted to assassinate Charlie Kirk. Yeah, the radio host, founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, has been shot, apparently in the neck. Details are sketchy. This is breaking, so I can't say much because I don't know much, but I heard so far it appears he's been shot at least once in the neck, if not multiple times, at an event in Utah. So once again, the left violent, a leftist has attempted to assassinate Charlie Kirk. So immediately, obviously, our thoughts and prayers go out to him. Now, origins of language. If we taught origins of our language, English is a Germanic language, and I'll get into that a bit more later. First, I want to use the word parent as an example. There is no I in parent, right? It isn't spelled P-A-I-R-E-N-T, but that's where it is derived from. A pair of people, a real gender, scientifically biological man, and this is why the origins of our language are important. It's not just about the language, it's about science and biology in this case. A real man and a real woman pair to have a child, and they are a parent together to that child. Very simple, but it isn't taught, because especially isn't going to be taught now, because men can have babies. No, they can't, right? Two men can have a child. No, they can't. Two women can have a child. No, they can't. Parenting, a man and a woman have a child, and that's where the word upsets me. Co-parenting. No, co is already there in parent. A pair, a man, a woman got together, had a child. They are parents. The man, the woman, mother and father and mother of a child. Parents. All right, I'm going to get a little off the wall here, right? This wouldn't need to be taught in school, but to my point, English is a Germanic language. Super. The German word super. Pretty obvious what that stands for if you think about it, right? Super. Soup. English, soup. German, super. and hence the derivative and the origin of the Seinfeld soup Nazi joke. Does that make a little more sense to you now? Now, for those who already understood that linkage, that origin of soup from Germanic Zupa, you got the broader joke, right? Now, no, the Nazis didn't invent the word Zupa in German. The word existed long before that, right? But 1930s Germany gave us the Nazis. Good, bad, but good. No good came out of it. I don't know why I said good, bad. The fact, the reality of history, Nazis came out of the German 30s society, was defeated. But so the word existed long before that, but hence that connection, that correlation behind and of that joke. As Paul Harvey would say, now you know the rest of the story. Now, I could talk for hours and go word, 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 and its origin. This is just meant to be short to talk about, and we need to think about more, and we need to indeed educate origin of language. It's not just about English class. It is, as I said, with the demonstration of the word parent, also about understanding a whole lot more than just the origin of the word. So I'm going to end it there. Please pick up a copy of the Book of Kennedy, josephmleonard.us shop. You can get autographed copies. This didn't land up being the cover. I'm going to grab the book here, right? This was the ultimate soft copy cover. This was the hard copy. This is the Kindle version available through Amazon if you want it on ebook. Also, remember, I gotta grab it. Constitutionalist 3 Politics just literally dropped Saturday, available exclusively through Amazon. tinyurl.com/JLD on Amazon. tinyurl.com/JLD on Amazon. So that will remain exclusively through Amazon. All my other books you can get josephmleonard.us/shop, which actually redirects you to terrorstrikes.info shop. But so either way you can get that. Thank you all. And in closing, again, today is Wednesday, September the 10th, in case if you're watching this a different day. It's actually 3:41 in the afternoon Eastern time. Breaking news. I'm looking up. I've got OA on in the background. Says surgeon gives expert opinion on Charlie Kirk shooting. So there's updates as we speak. A leftist has attempted to assassinate Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA and radio talk show host, by shooting him. It was reported, not sure, but it was reported. I heard he was shot at least once in the neck, lost a lot of blood. Like as I said, there's a surgeon on OAN right now, Wednesday afternoon, 15:41 Eastern time, giving an update. As soon as I hit stop on this record, I'll put the sound back on and get an update myself. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Keep not just Charlie Kirk, but all those who are sick and injured in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Oh, hold on. Don't go away yet. I'm not done. I've just remembered something. Right. I'm opening up Constitutional Politics 3. Can you see? I'm looking. Where is it? Oh, chapter 13. More gun laws? No, now is not the time to be screaming for more gun laws. The gun, the inanimate object, the gun did not pull its own trigger. The guy on the subway who used a knife to murder the Ukrainian woman, the knife didn't stab the woman, the man did. Cain killed Abel with a stone. David killed Goliath with the aid of a slingshot with a stone. Ban assault stones! Ban assault stones! What was the other example I had the other day? Gun. Oh, Jericho. The walls of Jericho. Ban assault trumpets! Ban assault trumpets! Do you get the point here? I know you do. Unfortunately, the left will not. It isn't the object. It's the common denominator, a human with the object, a human that has been given free will and chooses to do evil with their free will, chooses to use an object in the performance of evil. So now is not the time for calling for more gun laws when, as I talk about in the book, the left doesn't enforce the ones we got. They plea away the gun crimes and let the criminals right back out to murder and maim and rape all over again. The time is to call for criminal law enforcement, criminals to be put away, leftists who are violent to be put away so they can't murder more people. Lock up criminals. The majority of crimes are committed by a small percentage of people. That's why broken windows policy works. You lock people up for the smaller crimes, they're not out to commit other crimes over and over and over and over, like with the subway attack. 15 prior arrests, should have been in jail, not on that train to murder the Ukrainian woman. And skin tone, you leftist morons, has zero to do with any of it. Black on black, white on white, Smurf on Avatarian, if you write the movie Avatar, blue on blue crime, or interracial, black on white, white on black, doesn't matter. Lock up the criminals, and the crime will be less of a problem. This is simple stuff to figure out, and the attempted assassination of Charlie Kirk is yet another umpteenth millionth example. Somebody is supposedly in custody. I don't know anything. We don't know anything about him, but so he may not have a past criminal record, but chances are, statistically, he does have some kind of a rap sheet, and if he were in jail, he couldn't have been there to attempt to assassinate Charlie. Now, again, That's speculation on my part. Let me be clear, right? It's maybe a lunatic who has no prior record. Let me be clear. But what I am saying, statistically, majority of the crime is committed by repeat, over and over and over and over again criminals, often the same criminals. You lock them up for the little stuff, and potentially you might be able to reform them rather than they see they get away with crime because the left wants to coddle them, and they escalate to more crimes, worse crimes, and eventually murdering people. You don't normally, humans, even evil ones, usually don't go from 0 to murder overnight. Usually there's an escalation. And the left refuses to deal with the human nature, the science of psychology. The left is always talking about trust the science. They are never about the science. The climateism, fake pseudo-science. ClimateGate showed them fudging the data to create pseudoscience climate hoaxism. Eugenics, we talked about lately. Who did that? The left. Sanger, Wilson, the Democrats created the fake pseudoscience of eugenics versus the real science of like biology and DNA. You have a set of genes that does factor in whether you likely to have bad eyesight, likely to have heart problems, like I've got heart problems on dad's side of the family, hence I had heart valve surgery May 1st, right? DNA, real science versus leftist fake pseudo eugenics science. There is a difference. Criminal science, the science of human psychology, and understanding that if you let people get away with things, bad people will push and do more bad things. If you catch them early, you might be able to, as a Christian, we believe in redemption. We want to catch them early, reform them at a young age so they don't escalate later to rape and murder from petty crime. This stuff isn't difficult to figure out. It is not. It is science, including psychology, the science of human nature. The left will never, ever, ever have an honest conversation about any of this, like the origin of the word parent, because it talks about real DNA biology science. A pair of people have a man and a woman have a child. They are parents. Apologies. Obviously, I'm hot. I'm pissed off. I am irate. I am beyond perturbed, beyond having had it with the left, and they're stupid. And yes, stupid. Ignorant origins of language. Ignorance is not an insult. We are all human, frail and flawed. Back to origins. We are all ignorant of that which we have not learned about yet. We are all ignorant. Me, you, every one of us. We are all ignorant. of things that we had not learned about yet. That is different from left stupid. Stupid is choosing to remain ignorant. Stupid is choosing to refuse to educate oneself on any issue like human nature, and why I've written in the past and gone into the earlier Constitutionalist books, the failure to learn from the Bradford Colony and the Commonwealth, the Communist Mayflower Compact, that failed. They almost all starved because everyone owned everything equally. Everyone shared everything equally. And that is worldly communism. Biblical community is voluntary. Biblical charity is giving of one's own blood and treasure. Worldly communism, the Mayflower Commie Compact, trying to force people to be one's brother's keeper, to steal from one to give to another, doesn't work because it fails to understand human nature. Communism failed here long before Marx. Biblical community language is different from worldly communism. Community works, communism does not. But we don't teach the difference of that language differentiations, right? Bradford pivoted with the help, thankfully, of the Native Americans to reform. He instituted private property ownership, individual rights, not collective rights. And Paul Harvey, right? The rest of the story you now know, right? The rest, as they say, is history. The United States was gone on to then founded on Judeo-Christian community, biblical community values and principles, having learned from the failure of the Bradford Colony. These all tie together. Point of this show, it all nothing exists in a vacuum, as the saying goes. It all ties together, but the left will have you to believe that that doesn't relate to that, and they're full of you know what. It all ties together. You have to look at the bigger, broader pictures. You can't just look at one little piece of the puzzle. You have to understand the whole overall puzzle to understand where that piece fits. To use a meta six, right? You know I joke, right? I'm too clever for metaphors. I use meta sixes, but I'm bum, right? But you get it. You have to understand the broader picture, or you can't know how the pieces of the puzzle go together. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, you know I hate parroting that, but God, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us. It's about needing to get this information out because the education system is so piss poor. No one understands this common sense stuff you and I just went through. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Like, share, subscribe. Please. Do I need to beg you? Please like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come, but for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.